Hello, Columbia, and welcome to City View, where we give you a close-up view of the city of Columbia. I'm your host, Leshia Utsey. In our top story, the city of Columbia has announced that the November 3rd city election will be held. There were some concerns and questions from citizens regarding polling places and any possible damage due to recent flooding. The City of Columbia's city clerk, Erica Moore, tells us more about the upcoming election and confirms that it will be held on November 3rd.
The City of Columbia municipal election will occur on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2015, between the hours of 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. We have several council seats that are up for re-election. The at-large seat, the incumbent, is Councilman Cameron Runyon. And we have the District 2 seat where the Honorable Brian DeQuincy Newman is no longer running. And we have the District 3 seat, which the current incumbent is Councilman Mobadura. You can always call Richland County offices at 576-2240. You can call the office of the city clerk at 545-3045. You can go online to Richland County's website, and again, you can visit scvotes.org. scvotes.org is the State Election Commission's website, and they have an abundant amount of resources and information.
In addition to concerns about flooding impacting the city election, which again will be held on November 3rd, Mayor Steve Benjamin has also announced the launch of a care hotline. The mayor's care hotline will accept calls from citizens who have questions or need information about flood recovery assistance.
I'm proud to be here today to launch this new resource that's designed to make sure that anyone and everyone here in Columbia and throughout the Midlands region who was impacted by the recent 1,000-year flood and needs help getting their questions answered and getting their lives back in order, help is now here through the Columbia Area Recovery Effort Hotline, the CARE Hotline. Whether you need help or if you want to help by volunteering, the CARE Hotline is here for you with a variety of experts on site to answer your questions and to help you get the information and the services you need to help rebuild your life. You just call 1-866-272-1976, 1-866-272-1976.
In addition to launching the CARE Hotline, Mayor Steve Benjamin also hosted the NCBA Mayor's Luncheon.
Fantastic opportunity to be here with the North Columbia Business Association again for the annual Mayor's Luncheon. This has really developed into a fantastic event. It's fifth year, an opportunity to celebrate all the great things happening with businesses in North Columbia and the work that this association has done to bring all of them together. Just happy to be here. Happy to have a fantastic keynote presentation by Mayor Bob Coble, who served the city admirably for 2 decades. And it's wonderful to have a chance to really look back and see how far we've come, how the hard work of not just our public sector, but also our private businesses and all these wonderful neighborhood and community leaders, what we've done together. And I expect nothing but great things from the North Columbia Business Association for many years to come.
For those seeking a new cultural experience, the Columbia Museum of Art announces a new African American art exhibit that is in town until early next year.
Museums have been accused in the past of being very elitist institutions, and I think in the past that was true. I mean, all we showed was Roman art and Greek art, and that was art with a capital A, and we didn't really look at American art or art of our own communities. And when we finally started looking at American art, it was only men. So there were no women and Native Americans, and there were no African Americans. And so museums now are different places than we used to be. We're more inclusive, and we have tours, and we have classes, we have parties, we have discussions and conversations. And so we've changed, and we are trying to get up into the 21st century and show a very complete picture of what America looks like. And you can't show America without showing African American. And so what we're doing is very natural evolution, and we're building that collection and strengthening it. And it's just, first of all, it's a lot of fun and a lot of great art.
Unfortunately, this year, the City of Columbia had to cancel the annual Mayor's Walk Against Domestic Violence due to flood recovery efforts. However, City Council recently recognized Sister Care and its Executive Director, Nancy Barton, for all they do in our community to assist domestic violence victims.
As you all are aware, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. This year would have been our 9th annual Mayor's Walk Against Domestic Violence, but in light of the flood and everything that our city was going through, we actually postponed the walk, or did not have the walk this year, but we are planning already, Nancy, for next year, our 10th year, and certainly going to do up the 10th year, but we didn't want to allow this month to go without recognizing Domestic Violence Awareness Month in the City of Columbia, and certainly thank Sister Care and Scott Vasa for their just amazing work in this field. We do know that we continue to have a long way to go in South Carolina, but I think that we in Columbia are very lucky with the resources that we have at Sister Care and the resources that they provide to survivors of domestic violence within the Midlands area.
In addition to recognizing the importance of awareness of domestic violence in our community, City Council also emphasized the focus on breast cancer awareness. The city's offices recently participated in a contest for the best pinked out office in the City of Columbia. The winners were recently recognized during a City Council meeting.
Great opportunity to participate in the City of Columbia's efforts to bring awareness to breast cancer in the month of October. October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we weren't able to participate in all of the activities, but this one we were able to participate in, and we were very excited to do so. With the floods and the devastation of last week, we weren't sure if we were going to be able to bring it all together, but the staff was very excited and still wanted to participate, so we got together and made it happen. The team worked really, really hard, and we took the opportunity to not only incorporate some fun activities, but also use it as an opportunity to educate our employees as well.
The City of Columbia, along with other areas in South Carolina, recently experienced devastating flooding, which has impacted our community and will have an impact for years to come. But Columbia, being the city that it is, responded wholeheartedly in order to assist those in need in our community. Throughout South Carolina, and especially the Midlands and the City of Columbia, everyone stepped up, from city staff, first responders, to our citizens and local nonprofit organizations. Please know that the City of Columbia will continue with its flood recovery efforts, and we are emphasizing that everyone please continue to reach out and help your neighbors and those in need. But please remember this: we will recover, we can rebuild, and we are Columbia. Recently, Mayor Steve Benjamin shared a message of hope and recovery and shared information on how you and others can reach out to FEMA for flood recovery assistance.
Hello, I'm Mayor Steve Benjamin. The 1,000-year flood that devastated this community earlier this month was unlike anything any of us have ever seen before. The rising waters collapsed bridges, overcame dams, and destroyed roads. Whole neighborhoods found themselves underwater, and yes, precious lives were lost. Now it's time for us to rebuild, though for some, the challenge and the cost before us may seem insurmountable. I'm here to say that you don't have to do it alone. If you have had any damage to your property or your business connected to the floods, I urge you to call FEMA at 1-800-621-3362 or visit disasterassistance.gov today. It doesn't matter how big or how small, We're here to make sure you get the help that you need. Again, call 1-800-621-3362 today, register online at disasterassistance.gov, or visit one of the FEMA disaster recovery centers at the South Carolina State Fair, Richland County Public Library on Assembly Street, the Southeast or Eastover branches. Register today and pass the word, and we will get through this together.
Thank you for watching this episode of City View for your close-up view of the City of Columbia. And again, for any information about flood recovery efforts, please visit our website at columbiasc.net for full details. Thank you for watching, and keep your TV tuned to City TV right here on Channel 2, your 24-hour information station.